This is my first morning here at VanAid 2023. And Imogene and I are going on our morning walk. Well, it's filming day, and my intention is that even if I don't have a clear idea of what I want to talk about, I turn the camera on at some point anyway. It's 3 o'clock. And the reason why my routine has started to kind of move down or later in the day is because it's pretty cold here in the mornings and I just can't get out of bed. This is one of the nicest days that there is here. It's got to be at least 70 degrees. It's just beautiful. I am getting ready to go to participate in an event called VanAid, and it is a gathering of nomads that have skills to share, and also nomads that would like things to have done to their living quarters. And it's loosey-goosey, a real community thing, and I'm going to go there and check it out. Hi. It's almost 9:30 in the morning, and as you can see, I have my sleeping bag coat on. I'm actually quite cozy and warm. It's not as cold as it has been past couple of weeks. The sun is streaming into my side window here, and I am getting ready to move. I wanted to kind of catch up on yesterday at 11 o'clock. There was an orientation meeting, and there were 4 tables set up: mechanical, solar, carpentry, and something else I can't remember, and I will put it here when I remember it. And then there was a discussion about just various things. There's going to be a couple of open mic nights, a couple of potluck dinners. This is a reiteration that this is a ungathering. There is no one running it. And we are just all here to get things done and to do things. And with those 4 tables every morning at 10 o'clock, if you have a need or if you want to help, you go to one of those tables, you meet up with a potential job, you take care of it. And then when that is done, if you were a helper, you would go back when you were done. So I love it. I love this situation. I love the concept. I'm really curious, happily so, about how this is going to transpire and unfold over the next couple of weeks. And I really have some little things that I want to take care of. And there's always that balance between need. You know, there's a lot of people here that need things a lot more than basic needs like beds and solar systems set up and stuff like that. So on the one hand, these are needs that I have, and on the other hand, not wanting to take someone else's place. That's just a thing that I am trying to navigate. What I want to do is reinstall a glass shelf. And I'm going to see if I can put this around. It used to be right there. And as you can see, I have attempted to make a couple of holes and reinstall it. And I don't mind keep trying to figure things out, but there's a lot of holes there. And so when I wandered over yesterday to the circle, I just took my glass shelf and just to see, if somebody approached me, then I would say something about it and maybe try to get it fixed. But there's so many people in need here that I just wanted it to be organic if I got help for this. Did meet someone. They told me where they were located and gave me a slip of paper with their phone number on it. And I sent a text saying that I was interested. And then in our afternoon walk, I went over to where this person was set up, just to see if I needed to move from my spot here over to where they were in order to get the shelf installed. Well, it turns out I do not have to move. And so they took the shelf, they saw what it looks like in here, and they're going to figure it out. So that is off being manifested without me having to do anything more about it. And now I feel like kind of settle in for the next couple of weeks. And what we're going to do, I am going to hang out my Reiki flag and offer to do Reiki sessions for a few hours, maybe every day, not sure. So I want to put it out to you. I want to put it out to you that if you are in the VanAid camp area sometime before the 15th of February and you would like a complimentary Reiki session, amble on over to the camp and let's talk about it. I'll put a picture up here when I get things set up, and we'll just see what's going. This is the first time I've attempted that. If you're anywhere in the area and just would like to try it out, I would really enjoy gifting you a Reiki session. I view it as assisted meditation. There's so many more levels to it as with anything else. Assisted meditation, that right now seems to be the easiest way for me to convey to you what the experience is going to be like. Talk about a front row seat. About 45 minutes ago, an SUV dragged this travel trailer over and put it right there. And my monkey mind immediately was like, oh, my view. It took me so long to get that view. I did so many little tweaks. And that only took a nanosecond because the next thought was, you don't know what's going on. And this is, I mentioned this because what's actually happening here is that they dragged travel trailer was abandoned in the middle of the desert, and they've dragged it a little bit closer to Center Camp where most of the tools are, and they're assessing how to tear it down into manageable parts to cart it off to the correct disposal facility. Nomads have a reverence for the land. That I know for sure in just a very short time that I've been out here.
I am on top of the world. I am on top of my life. And it is all 'cause of I am stronger than before. I'm not alone anymore. And it is all 'cause of
I have a couple tweaks that I need to make with the system. One is I have plenty of room up here to leave this propeller up here all the time. It's not that it's heavy, it's just a little unwieldy, and it's probably stronger than it seems, but I just, carrying it up and down, I'm not liking that. And then the other thing is the center nut that I use here. Let's hold it up here. That center nut See, a bolt fits down in there, and then there's a shaft that comes up and counterclockwise screw the propeller in. I have the lock bolts, which I think they're called that. They have plastic on one side and the other nothing. And I believe it's supposed to help keep the bolt tightened. Well, it was really hard for me to get that thing to work, and I finally just turned it around and it's been working. I noticed the other day that the blade does come loose, and the sound that you've been hearing in the last couple of stories is actually the wobbling of the propeller. I don't see any damage yet, which I'm thankful that it's you know, a lot stronger than it feels. This is how we learn things. This is me practicing balance at 66. There is a screw sticking up through there that I know, since it's really attached to the bottom, if I have something to actually batten that down to, that's going to be really nice. But woe's me if my butt scrapes across it. Yikes. So far, I've been avoiding that. That is the little area. Had to get one of my boxes, but well worth it. Love the turbine. And then to the back of here is my cargo carrier. I'm thinking that the propeller is going to go somewhere in here. Let's see how it goes. Ready for the wind anytime. I'm not sure how windy it has to be before it starts, but not much. As you see by those flags, there is a gentle wind out here, but gentle. I brought all these tools up here because I was going to figure out a way to strap down the propeller, but why should I try to do that when it's going to be up for the next week? So that's going to be in the next installment. We used to call the stairs in our house mindful steps because the house was about 175 years old and they were pretty steep and didn't have very wide foot beds to them. Every time we went down, we stopped and saw the steps before us. And I'm happy to say that after 14 years, neither Mike nor I fell down the steps. I'm sad to report that other people have, and also fortunately that no one was seriously hurt. But I digress. Let's get this stuff down. Since it's getting windy, I have to strap down my trash out there because definitely it's going to go. And after that, I heard that's a acoustic camp, so we're going to mosey on over there at some point. Yeah, isn't this lovely? All right, quit putting it off, Diane. You got to get all this stuff down that ladder. Okay, all set up. Let the wind blow. I'm going to wait until tomorrow to set up the Reiki. Just a little conversation area. My cot is down underneath there. And I'm finishing up a few things inside. I'm going to come out here for happy hour. And we'll see what happens. End of day one of this breakdown. I imagine now they've kind of got an idea of what it's about. And so over the course of the next 2 weeks, it's going to be dismantled. also myself.